What's up, everybody? Justin here. I'm back with another fantasy booking of the Raw and SmackDown women's title picture or divisions, whatever you want to call it. This is part 3 of my fantasy booking Raw and SmackDown women's title divisions. Basically, I'm just booking the women's champions and the build up to who they will face at WrestleMania 35. Part 3 starts off with the Royal Rumble for the SmackDown Women's title. Becky Lynch defends against the boss, Sasha Banks. This is one of my favorite Sasha Banks. Hell, this is one of my favorite wrestling shirts. Anyways, I love Sasha Banks. I've always been a big fan of hers. She's one of my favorites. Becky is too, but I do not own a Becky shirt. I need to buy one pretty soon. So anyways, at the Royal Rumble, Becky defends SmackDown Women's title against Sasha Banks. Becky wins, retains. Now we go to the SmackDown Live after the Royal Rumble, where you have Paige, the general manager, come out and announce. Paige says because Charlotte won the Royal Rumble match and Charlotte decided to go to Monday Night Raw to challenge Ronda Rousey. Paige announces there will be a Royal Rumbles. Not Rumbles, what am I saying? There will be a Royal Rumble women's match on SmackDown. Royal Rumble women's match. A Royal Rumble match for the women on SmackDown Live. The winner of it. It's not going to be 30 women because SmackDown doesn't have 30 women. It's probably, I could count the names. I believe it's over 10 women. Anyways, Royal Rumble match for the women after the Royal Rumble on SmackDown Live. The winner, Paige announces the winner of it, will challenge Becky at WrestleMania 35. So here are all the women that are in it. Making a surprise appearance. There are a couple NXT women in this. Nikki Cross, Lacey Evans, Rachel Ellering, or Rachel Evers, as I believe her name's Rachel Evers now. Naomi, Carmella, Bianca Belair, Dakota Kai, Ember Moon. Ember Moon jumped to SmackDown. Lana, Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, and making a surprise appearance, Victoria and Maria Kanellis. The final participant comes out last. Let me count how many women I got in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. About 13 to 14 women I got in the SmackDown Women's Royal Rumble match. Coming out last, the final entrant is Asuka, but there's a twist. She's not Asuka. She's Kana. Comes out with the face paint and the badass looking face paint that Kana used to put on. Like I don't know how to describe it. If you've never seen a picture of Asuka as Kana, just look it up on the internet and you could see Kana's face paint. Sometimes it looked evil, demented, demon looking, like just scary. It was like just scary looking. Damn awesome though. Great face paint Kana used to have. So Asuka, there's no more Asuka. No more Asuka. On SmackDown, it is Kana. She has a face paint. She has a different attitude. A little bit of a stronger style. Japanese strong style. And just more hard hitting. More stiff. Kana was. So Asuka's now Kana with the face paint. She enters the Women's Royal Rumble on SmackDown. She enters it last, and Kana wins. Formerly Asuka. Now she's Kana. Kana wins the SmackDown Live Women's Royal Rumble match. So at WrestleMania 35, for the SmackDown Women's title, it is Kana against Becky Lynch. I would love to see that in real life, but I doubt it happens. So my fantasy bookings are, I book stuff I would want to see. So now we go to SmackDown Live before Elimination Chamber. We go to the back, and Becky Lynch in the backstage area. Becky Lynch attacks Sasha Banks with the title, lays her out, and just brutally attacks her. So now we go to Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber for the SmackDown Women's title. Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, I Quit match. I Quit match for the SmackDown Women's title. Becky versus Sasha. Becky wins again. So now Becky retains, and she's guaranteed to go to WrestleMania 35 as SmackDown Women's Champ. So now, let's go to WrestleMania 35, and I'm going to fantasy book a couple women's matches. For the SmackDown Women's title, Becky Lynch defending against Kana, formerly Asuka. And by the way, by the time WrestleMania 35 comes and Becky's defending, Becky would have had the SmackDown Women's title since September 2018. So pretty damn long title run. So Becky defends against Kana. It is Falls Count Anywhere. And who wins? Who will win? I have Kana winning. Kana wins. Asuka Kana is the new SmackDown Live Women's Champion. And it's about damn time. Because by now, I'm talking about real life WWE, by now, Asuka already should have had a reign as SmackDown Women's Champ or Raw Women's Champion. She should already been a 2-time champion. Or on both brands. She should already held the Raw Women's title, and she should already held the SmackDown Women's title. Main roster creative has just dropped the ball with Asuka on SmackDown. The only good thing they've done is put Asuka with The Miz in the mixed match challenge. That's like the only good thing they've done. Because Asuka in the mixed match challenge is still undefeated with The Miz. So Asuka kind of wins the SmackDown Women's title at WrestleMania 35 in a Falls Count Anywhere match, defeating Becky Lynch. So now we go to a Raw versus NXT. The Raw Women's Division, part of it. The Raw Women taking on, that sounds wrong, by the way, the Raw Women. The Monday Night Raw Women's part of the division taking on the NXT Women's Division. It's a 12 women's tag. 12 women's tag match elimination. It's a 12 women's tag elimination match. Team Raw is Natalya, Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss, Mia Yim. Call her up on the main roster. Alicia Fox and Ember Moon. I put Ember Moon back on Raw. Take on the NXT women. Some of the best, 6 of the best from NXT taking on 6 of the best from Monday Night Raw. Actually, I should take out Ember because I had her on SmackDown, so Ember's still on SmackDown. Mickie James takes Ember's spot on the Raw women's team against 6 of the best from NXT. Here they are. Nikki Cross, Bianca Belair, Tegan Nox. Now, I know in real life Tegan Nox has a severe knee injury. She had surgery, but I don't see her coming back for 12 to 13, maybe 11 months. But Tegan Nox in real life will not be ready for WrestleMania 35. Sadly. She probably won't even be able to compete in a battle royal. But this is fantasy booking. I like Tegan Nox. So Tegan Nox, by the way, if you think about it, Tegan Nox is she's never even debuted on NXT TV. She's been on live events, but not NXT TV ever. She debuted in the Mae Young Classic, too. So anyways, Nikki Cross, Bianca Belair, Tegan Nox, Dakota Kai, Candice LeRae. So that's only 3. That's 5 names. The final member of Team NXT is Lacey Evans. So Team NXT women against the women from Team Raw. It's an elimination match. So to win it, you got to eliminate 6 women on the other team. The Raw women win. The Monday Night Raw women win the 12 women tag elimination. Now let's go for the Raw women's title. So I booked 4 women's matches at WrestleMania 35. No stupid battle royal either. So the Raw women's title match. Ronda Rousey defending against Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair. I would love to see that match. And I want to see it. Hopefully we get to see it in real life in 2019. I don't know if it'll happen at WrestleMania, but it should. So Ronda Rousey defends against Charlotte Flair, WrestleMania 35. I booked it as the main event. And I would have Ronda Rousey win. Ronda Rousey wins, defeats Charlotte Flair. My opinion, Charlotte, I would not call her the best wrestler in WWE. I would not. I think Asuka's better and Sasha's better. And Becky might even be better. But that's debatable. Maybe, I don't know, a lot of followers of mine on Twitter, you might say, of course, Becky's a better wrestler than Charlotte. Well, that's your opinion. I think they're about the same. So anyways, Charlotte is not the best wrestler, but she's definitely top 5, and she's in my opinion, the best athlete in the company for the women. I mean, she can do that corkscrew moonsault. Who else can do that? I don't think anybody. So anyways, Charlotte loses to Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania 35. The loss would not hurt Charlotte. Also, in real life, a loss at WrestleMania I don't think would hurt Ronda. If she's been undefeated so damn long up to WrestleMania, a loss would not hurt either of them. But I'd have Ronda Rousey go over because WrestleMania 35, Charlotte went over on Asuka. So now the final. Not the main event, but the final, the fourth women's match at WrestleMania 35 would be for the NXT women's title. Put the NXT women's title on the line at WrestleMania. Why the hell not? That'd be exciting to have another women's match at WrestleMania for the NXT women's title. Kairi Sane is still the champion. Kairi Sane's still the champion, defending against Io Shirai. Io Shirai, Kairi Sane, WrestleMania 35 for the NXT women's title. They would have an epic match. It'd be awesome. I believe they did work probably more than a few times in Stardom. I'm sure they did. But just on the grand stage of WrestleMania 35, Kairi Sane, Io Shirai for the NXT women's title, I think it would be an epic, legendary, just fantastic match. Io Shirai. In a WrestleMania debut, Io Shirai wins, becomes the new NXT women's champion. And then after WrestleMania, the next night, Monday Night Raw, I would have Kairi Sane be called up. Go to Monday Night Raw, I have Dakota Kai be called up. Go to SmackDown. I would have Rhea Ripley be called up and go to SmackDown. Bianca Belair would be called up and she could go to Monday Night Raw. I think NXT still needs Nikki Cross and Dakota Kai and Lacey Evans. They still should be in NXT. My voice, my throat feels sore, so I don't know. My voice sounds weird. I think I'm all stuffed up. I apologize if I sound weird or sick. So again, Bianca Belair would be caught up. The Raw after WrestleMania go to Raw. Kairi Sane would go to Raw. Rhea Ripley would go to SmackDown Live. And who else did I say would go to SmackDown Live? I can't even remember. I did not write it down. I just came up with that right now. So Bianca and Kairi would go to Raw. Rhea Ripley would go to SmackDown. And I think maybe I said Dakota Kai goes to SmackDown too. I'm not sure what I said, but you can rewind and go back in this show if you want to hear what I said. I think I'll do that later because I don't even remember what I just said. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this final part 3 of my fantasy booking the Raw and SmackDown women's title picture or women's divisions. I booked Elimination Chamber for the SmackDown women. Becky defended against Sasha, and I booked WrestleMania 35. I had 4 women's matches on it. And I booked who would be called up after WrestleMania. Kairi, Bianca go to Raw. Rhea Ripley goes to SmackDown with another woman I forget. Bye for now, everybody. Have a great Sunday night. Have a great week. Enjoy wrestling this coming week. You got Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Mae Young Classic, the final episode, I believe, of the Mae Young Classic. Has to be the final episode. Because Evolution pay-per-view is 7 nights away. It's 1 week away. It's next Sunday. Bye for now, everybody.